This is rather dark. Don't know if you can see me. Hello to all you guys out there in YouTube land. Yes, it's me, DR, and I'm vlogging in the dark. This is a bit weird. Hold on, let me turn the lights up. Let's do some light flickering. Oh my god, now all the time things go off. Hold on. Ah! Hello to all you guys out there in YouTube land. Yes, it's me, DR. So, quick vlog. I've watched the last Star Wars Last Jedi twice. It seems to be the way now. If you want to talk about a film, watch it twice. Don't do it twice. Don't watch it once. Watch it twice. And here's some general vloggy thoughts. This is unedited. Spoilers for the people out there. There's going to be spoilers. Spoiler alert. And if I'm not going to put any captions because it's vloggy. So spoilers. You don't want any spoilers. Who hasn't watched it yet? Who hasn't? Is there someone who hasn't? If you haven't, right down there in the subject part. Anyway, so my general thoughts. One, it's not my Star Wars anymore. My Star Wars is, episode 4, 5, 6, phone going off. That's my Star Wars. That's the Star Wars that was made for me. This Star Wars isn't made for me. And to be honest, it's people are getting really over egged with it. Like, there's this lots of vitriol behind this brand. It's a brand. It's Disney. It doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to you. It's just really a film. And the fact that people are it's a film, people. But what are my, obviously like most people, same challenges that most people have with the film that I have. I gave The Force Awakens a bit of a chance because I thought lots of unanswered questions. Fingers crossed they'd be answered in this one. Actually, they weren't. So my kind of challenge with it the same as other people's. Snoke, who's he? Don't know. Leia Poppins. Treatment of Luke. Rey still being able to do things that technically she shouldn't or hadn't had the training to be able to do. Lots of people trying to explain away the narrative. It's because of this. It's because of that. Her parents being nobodies is good because it shows that anyone could be a Jedi. Okay, brilliant. Not tied to the Star Walkers anymore because now the lineage of Star Walkers has ended. There's no more Star Walkers. Well, actually, we are still tied to a Star Walker because guess who Kylo Ren is? So we're not moving away from Star Walkers. Star Walkers are still integral to the plot. So maybe I should break these down individually. So start number one, as I said, Star Walkers, the Star Walker lineage. Star Wars is still a Star Walker film. Still Star Walkers connecting all of the 8 films so far. They're integral. Kylo Ren is still a Star Walker film, so anyone who says it's not is lying. But actually, there's no reverence to the older films apart from fan service in some ways. Here's an AT-AT, here's a toy that we can sell. But in terms of the characterizations, you can't characterize a toy. So yeah, there's Luke Skywalker by name, but the character doesn't recognize is unrecognizable to the Star Walkers that we know. For me, Luke Skywalker is the character that started off as fairly OP, but at least you could say he bagged swamp rats, so that's why he could fly X-wing. Oh, okay, it's a leap of faith, but at least you can kind of understand he wasn't like a master Jedi. It took him 3 films to be able to do a Jedi mind trick. That's already happened. Rey's already done that. He was also trained by 2 Jedi, of the best Jedi, who trained other Jedis, whereas Rey's had 3 lessons from Luke, and that's all we know, still. So the reverence to the physical aspects of Star Wars, brilliant. These are brilliant films. They look amazing in terms of cinematography. You know, they look phenomenal. But reverence in terms of things that you can't put on a toy, gone. Because Luke's now a beaten up old dude who decided that potentially the only way to fix a problem was to kill Kylo Ren. I don't quite get how Luke would have got to that point, but then didn't. But then we're now meant to believe that Kylo, having seeing this, turned. We don't know how Kylo met Snoke, and Snoke, even though he's shown to have amazing abilities, is now gone. So was quite an irrelevant character. And in a system that Kylo Ren wasn't necessarily the second in command, just by killing Snoke, he's now taken power. Okay. So there's not that's how you do it now. You just kill Snoke and say, I'm the leader. And people go, okay, you're the leader. Even though there wasn't much reverence to Kylo Ren shown by characters. It's a bit like, okay, this is destined to fall apart. This doesn't make sense. Okay. The Knights of Ren, they've disappeared. They no longer have any part to play in this story from the looks of it. We don't know what happened to them. They don't exist. I'm still unsure as to how much time passed between the first of this new trilogy and the second film. So in the first film, it seemed like the New Order, First Order, were attacking. Now, somehow, between the end of the last film and the beginning of this, they've taken over. So the rebellion is now become the rebellion, even though they were almost in control in the first film. I didn't quite get that they somehow become really small in the space of a film, in the space of Finn being in a coma, being out of a coma. I don't want to talk about I'm going to, so I don't want to, the side journey of the casino. Let's save the animals, but let's leave the slave children, so we can have a bit where it looks like they have force powers. Fundamentally, it isn't my Star Wars. This Star Wars is not written for me. It's not written for me. It's not written for my generation. Maybe that's saying I'm getting old. Maybe I am. Got some greys. But it's not for me. It's a Disney Star Wars for a new generation who potentially love it. And there's lots of people who love this film. And I'm not saying don't love it. It's a film. It works. It's visually stunning. It's just, as I said, it's just not for me. So rather late to the party, but I thought these thoughts have been kind of sitting in my head for long enough that it was time for me to just put them on a video. And I was going to do some sort of well-crafted, edited, scripted video, but I know with my time scales, with the stuff that I'm doing, I wouldn't have time to do that. And to be honest, I didn't want to spend that much time talking about it. However long this video is, 9 minutes of video is currently the longest I ever want to think about Star Wars. And I know pretty much for certain I'm not going to be the first to see episode 9. I know I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to be one of those people who say I'm not going to watch it, but I'm not going to be the first to see it. It'd be interesting now to see the disconnect that will happen as J.J. Abrams is now forced to... It's like this whole film was I'm going to force you, J.J., to answer the questions that you had you started in episode 7. So it's almost, and I'm guessing what we're going to see is JJ is going to retcon the parents. That's what I think. I think Rey's parents are going to end up being something as an answer, as a backlash to them being nothing. So it's going to turn out that Kylo Ren was lying and they were someone. It's going to turn out that Rey had training. We're going to find that out in episode 9. So this thing's going to go back. It's going to turn out that Poe will have more of a act to play because, and I'm guessing this, that they're going to retcon Leia's death, which will potentially happen off camera, or she'll have a CG part until the end. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot to say this. I found it quite odd that her actual daughter was playing the part of the person who let her in the airlock. That was quite weird that her actual daughter film-wise, saw her doing the Mary Poppins thing. I was a bit like, okay, oh, we're doing that, are we? So I reckon they're going to retcon her death. So somewhere within the first 15 minutes of episode 9, that's when Leia's going to go. And yeah, we'll have that final battle between Rey and Kylo. I think something I found finally interesting is that potentially these episodes are happening within the Matrix, because someone mentioned in another video somewhere, and I apologise for not crediting them, but that obviously Rey is the answer to Kylo, and hence that's why she exists in what she's doing. She's a polar opposite, so she's almost a metachlorine creation, as was said by Emperor Palpatine back in the like they were before the original trilogy, back in the prequels, that metachlorines, the Sith were so powerful they could create life by influencing, using metachlorine to influence the life itself. So I find that quite a fascinating concept, that Rey could just be a Matrix-sized Agent Smith to 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 fight against Kylo Ren. I think that's quite funny, actually, as a concept. We find out all of this is in the Matrix. Talk about bonded universes. Could that even happen? Anyway, this is my rambling vlog on Star Wars, the the Last Jedi. But no, it's just, as I said, it's a realization that most people have come to, that this is no longer your Star Wars if you like the original trilogy. This is for a new generation. This is for, and maybe this is me having one of those, oh, I'm getting old moments, that actually, as I said, this isn't for me. This isn't, and it's no problem with the film. The film it's well crafted. It looks great. Lots of people have enjoyed it, but it's no longer my Star Wars. Anyway, this is DR saying thanks for watching. Have a safe journey wherever you're heading, and peace out. Bye.